Go, all the Rosie's Reply merch. Get you some 50 caliber slugs right there for $5. Yeah, let's go out here and see what's happening. Isn't this cool? Up here and take a look. How you doing? Good. Good, thank you. How do you like this? Now, we were out here with a B-17 about a year ago. Also over here with a Huey helicopter. That's coming back this summer, and the C-47 Skytrain is going to come here this fall. I've ridden in one of these twice. Yep. The Guardian of Freedom, owned by Colonel Lamont. He's passed away, and I don't know whatever happened to his ship. But my son and I made a video. We were both riding right here in the back, the waist gunner's position. And you could transition into the tail gunner's position, which I did during the flight. This is, they had a bubble kind of on the top right here. And I got some great video in the fall over Battle Creek in the Guardian of Freedom. And then I went back the next day. It cost $80 a piece for my son and I. A friend of mine and his son also went along. And next day, I came back and flew it. If you had a private pilot's license, you could get up in the right-hand seat, the co-pilot's position, and you could have time on the stick controlling the aircraft after takeoff for approximately 1 hour. And in my logbook, I probably have logged 1 hour sitting right there, the co-pilot seat, flying a B-25 Mitchell bomber. Biggest thrill of my life in the air. Out of Battle Creek, Michigan. I'll be right back. This is a tail skid. Okay, you can see they have a little tie-down loop on there where you can hook on a strap and tie it down the ground. But sometimes these aircraft get really taken off at a high angle. And when that type of thing happens, it may bump the tail. And you want it to bump that first. Tail skid. Here's the N number, registration in the United States of America. The notes with N, November 3774. North American, B-25 Delta, C-35 Mitchell, medium bomber. Serial number 43, was manufactured in 1943, 3,634. Crew member is showing the folks up into the rear hatch, looking over the bomb bay to the front. Okay, here we are inside the bomb bay. The medium bomber. Very interesting, right? Looking out here on the wings or on the port side, you can see the actuators for the flaps. And of course the ailerons. Here at the end, these are static eliminators. These keep static from building up on the aircraft as it passes through dry air and so forth. It can build up and form something known as St. Elmo's fire inside the cockpit, bouncing around like a ball of energy, visible, static electricity. It can short things out. St. Elmo's fire. Those static eliminators kill that. Here are the cowl flaps. You can see they're open. Aircraft can breathe. In flight, these are closed. These flaps tight up against the side of the engine. Exhaust will be red hot. Boy, red hot. Right out here, full power. Look inside the cowl flaps, and you can see the engine, the jugs of the engine there, cylinders. Pretty cool, right? Take a look at the tire and wheel. Landing gear compartment. And of course the back. Pretty cool. Of course, Rosie the Riveter, mascot, World War II. My mother was one. Rosie's reply. These denote the number of bombing missions. The nose gear.
Those are cool.
General Motors.
Alright folks, we're getting ready to fly.
Alright, they're gonna get ready to fly this bird. We're gonna take a real good video of this. There's my grandson over there dressed in red. He just graduated from 8th grade. Day before yesterday. Elijah. He was here for the last one of these too with the B-17. We're not gonna miss it. Of course, in the main air zoo here, they have quite a few real bombs and so forth on display. This is a 100-pounder. It's been converted into a little donation box. The B-25 out here would have carried just about 20 of these. All those that are steampunk out there, how do you like that one? You even have a tank back here. That's pretty cool. I've met this lady, one of the founders of the Kalamazoo Air Zoo, Sue Parish. She was a WASP back in World War II. That's her P-40 Warhawk. This is a model, her authentic one, hangs from the ceiling right over here as you enter the air zoo. I've seen her fly this several times at the high-end Kalamazoo Air Show. Fully acrobatic. She's passed away years ago. And again, the airplane, her P-4 is retired. Permanent display hanging from the ceiling of the entrance to the air zoo. The little mascot that you see right there. It's Fifanelia, or Fifi. Pretty cool. Rest in peace, Sue. It was cool to meet you. Okay, the passengers have boarded. The crew members are getting aboard right now. A pilot and a co-pilot up there in the cockpit. Pilot's sitting there with a side window open and his arm hanging out like he's riding down the road in a pickup truck. Yeah.
What's funny about that is, of course, my grandkids love it. So my granddaughter couldn't move there last year.
Okay, they just secured the rear hatch. He's going to give them the all clear sign. They will close the bomb bay doors. You'll hear an electric generator start. And then you'll notice the propeller begin to turn. There'll be some white smoke. That particular propeller will generate enough power to start the second engine. See the pilot switching on above his head. Co-pilot's giving the OK sign.
But also his job is to make sure nothing else is going to be around the aircraft when it fires up.
Okay, just gave the clear. Starting starboard first. There we go. Generating the power, and he'll start the port side. He's setting his fuel flow. There we go. port side startup. This will be easier. American made. You may hear a backfire as he's adjusting the fuel. Synchronizing the props. See, they're in slow motion. See the props? They barely look like they're moving. In a second, they'll be synchronized. They'll look like they're sitting in one spot, not moving. Warming them up. Putting a little RPM load on them right now, just testing them out. Part of the warm-up. It's gonna get real windy. I gotta remove my hat. It's going to be very cool as the B-25 is going to be taking off right here in front of us. The wind's blowing from the south to the north. It's blowing straight up 3.5. That's going to be taking off here 1.7. So we'll get a little takeoff video here. Well, Cessna had to clear the runway before the Metro will launch. I believe it is next. Here we go, folks. Wow. We will move inside the wire. Watch him climbing out there to the south. All right. A successful launch. Now everybody's leaving. Yeah, pretty cool. The sign, that's really cool. You don't know how many more years or even months they'll be able to do things like this. So those that are fortunate enough to take a ride in one of these, be able to afford one, Man, they said back when I did mine, it was 80 a piece for my grandson or my son and I. He was about 5 years old. He's 40 now. Okay, to fly it the next day for myself was 180 bucks. Couldn't touch it today for that. Well, we just talked to the authorities here, and for Eli and I to take a ride in this for just about half an hour or so would be 1,100 bucks. That's 550 bucks a seat. It's a long ways from what we paid back there again 30 years ago. Sorry, about 34 years ago. Yeah. Anyways, for $5.50 a seat, you have a ride. I can guarantee you back in the day during World War II, during the Vietnam War, this Canberra bomber right here cost a whole lot more than $550 a seat per hour to fly. Guaranteed. That was way back then. Well, that being said, thanks again for being along here with me today, watching this little piece of flying history. It's a big piece of flying history. Not many 25s left out of the thousands and thousands of them made, and hundreds of them shot down, so forth. Quite a history. Of course, the Doolittle raid, and on and on. You have a beautiful example over here in the Air Zoo. It's really something. You've seen it in one of my previous videos. Right, if you like the video here, please subscribe, the thumbs up button, ring the notification bell. Signing off here from Taxiway Bravo 3, 1735, Kalamazoo, Battle Creek International Aeroporto. They're warming them up over here.